Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of teams who come off losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Chiefs going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll set up to throw. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30, Leopard. Here we go now.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hurry up, here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
No, check. Patriots, go!
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 34 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now they try the right side here. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some options here for the offense on second and 2.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Back 99, Philly. Leopard! Over! Detroit! Let's go! Over!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
off as they run left side. And he's got room. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Lucky 56. Lucky. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. They find some open field here. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that when they opened the lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. 319.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch it now. All right, here we go. Mike, 53 is the Mike. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's given his guys a shot for late points, as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Second quarter in Cleveland, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And look out, I think he's going to go. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he'll be out of bounds just 3 yards shy of the end zone. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in, but he was a big-time receiver.
They'll look to throw here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Detroit.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now they try the right side here. A beautiful spin and room to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
And he puts it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there, and you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And now here's a carry heading left. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They'll give him 8 on the play, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Fights free at the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and it kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Quick update from Levi's Stadium. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that one. They opened the lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jags. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 24-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll drop the throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken it around the 40. Back now in Jacksonville. And now here's a carry heading left. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it? Taking care of the football. He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 15 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go. Green.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
He'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsey? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Defense showing blitz. Back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Watching that body. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Jaguars on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So Charles...
game throughout when you're pitching a shutout, and they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Kansas City, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.